All right, let's get Steven's latest insider and check the page from his notebook that has the name Izzo scribbled on it. Tom Izzo of Michigan State said no thanks to a boatload of money to coach the Hawks. Why, Steven?
Oh, yeah, it was a boatload of money, nearly $15 million over 5 years. But the bottom line, Bob, is this. You know, the Atlanta Hawks came to him, offered him the job. He wrestled with making the decision, spoke to several of his players, former as well as those that are now in the NBA, and they basically told him to keep cool, coach. Make sure you're going to make the right decision for yourself. We know you're a great coach, but you also love to win. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. It's an 82-game schedule. You're going to suffer some losses. Players are going to get on your nerves. You don't want to deal with that. Think about it long and hard, and also think about that extension you signed with Michigan State last year. Tom Izzo thought about that as late as Friday night. I was told that he was close to actually agreeing to the deal until he ultimately turned it down yesterday, and there you have it.
And what about the Grizzlies? They officially became the property of businessman Michael Heisley this week, and as expected, he parted company with Stu Jackson. Some wonder what that means now to the future of Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Well, it's tumultuous at best. That's the only way you can label it, Bob. The fact of the matter is Sharif Abdur-Rahim told them that in the event that Stu Jackson departed, that he would be interested in demanding in being traded, and he'd probably demand a trade because he wasn't happy with the way things were going in Vancouver. Dick Versace goes in there, he gets rid of Stu Jackson, even though Stu Jackson resigned, make no mistake, he was gone, and then he got rid of Lionel Hollins, the coach. You look at Sharif Abdur-Rahim, that's your franchise player. He doesn't feel that he has anyone there that is supporting him. Therefore, he may look to go out the door. Now, they're talking to people right now. They're trying to bring in a new candidate. They've asked Minnesota for permission to speak to Sidney Lowe. So who knows how that situation will pan out. But the bottom line is they better appease this man. This is their franchise player. They haven't done anything yet. So what are they going to do if they lose him?
Boy, tough situation up there. Thanks, Steven. We're going to wrap it up next by talking about Monday's game between the Sixers and the Pacers. Reggie Miller and Matt Geiger found out if they'd be nothing more than spectators in the wake of their scrap Saturday night. Sixers and Pacers meet in Cnnsi Fieldhouse Monday night in Game 5 of their series. Each team will be down a man. Reggie Miller and Matt Geiger heard from the league office Sunday regarding their little tussle in Game 4 Saturday. Miller received a 1-game suspension, Geiger 2 games for initiating the matter. Both also received fines, as did the Sixers, to the tune of $50,000. Costly, but in a way it sparked both teams.
They've been knocking our star down, and not to say that I went in to try to hurt them, but, you know, I just made a play at the basketball, and it didn't matter that it was Reggie. It was just one of their players coming into our basket, and I was just trying to do what they've been doing to us, and no more, no less.
It's typical NBA love fest out there, and they had to set somebody down, so they set Reggie down, and they'll be happy about it. I hope they get Game 6 out of it.
Him getting a 2-game suspension, that doesn't do anything, because I don't know who they play the first game next year.
Hey, well, let's be honest. I think Miller's absence probably hurts him a little more than Geiger.
Oh,
right?
much more. I coached Matt Geiger in Miami. He's a great kid, but he was way out of bounds on this play. He could have really hurt Reggie Miller. I don't blame Reggie for getting up and retaliating, even though the rules say you can't. It's a shame Reggie had to get fined and suspended, but that's the rules. Geiger gets 2. He gets $150,000 for Philadelphia. Good finding by the league, but it's a shame Miller has to sit out the next game.
Well, Coach, what's really disgusting me about this whole situation is that back in Philadelphia, everybody's missing the big point here. The fact of the matter is Matt Geiger received a first flagrant foul with 5 minutes left in the half. He knew he had a flagrant foul, and by the time he made the second foul, he didn't know that Reggie Miller was going to get up and retaliate. Reggie Miller is the guy that got up and started clapping and antagonizing the fans when it first occurred. He had no idea Reggie Miller was going to get up. Therefore, he made a foolish foul because he was getting himself ejected, and you didn't know whether or not Reggie Miller was going to suffer the consequences, and the Sixers were up 18 for crying out loud. It didn't need to be done, and that's why he deserved. To me, and I love the guy because he's a great guy, but to me, he deserves the fine just for making a foolish play.
Reggie Miller antagonizing a crowd.
I don't think Reggie would ever do anything like that.
Oh, real. Yeah.
All right, Steven. Thanks. We'll see you again next week. That is going to do it for us. The clock has run out. Thanks for being here. We will see you next Sunday on This Week in the NBA. Take care.